Hey, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well. Man, it's been an amazing past, I don't know, it's been an amazing year, but it's been an amazing past couple of months. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to the rest of humanity who makes it all worth it and who makes it all possible. Just thank you. Thank you, and thank God in you. Like, straight up. I don't know, I'm kind of putting a lot of things together right now, but this was one of them that I felt I could totally share and just shed a little bit of light on it. But it's something that ties into so many other things that is who we are, but there's a big question within it, right? Like, this is what I've got. So, like, this world is right here. This is that's the earth. That dot in the center of the two pyramids in the convergence where the worlds meet, where heaven and earth, where the above meets the below. We're there. That is the material world. That is presence. Well, I can't say it's presence, but it is this place, this flesh, this everything. This is this in the center of two worlds, where two worlds collide, where chaos comes into order. We're like trees, and the Bible refers to us, and many other scriptures refer to us as trees, to people as trees, like the great cedars of Lebanon. You know, they were the men of old, great men of renown. You know what I mean? Like the sycamores and cedars and cypress trees. You know what I mean? Like often in the Bible, great kings and I don't know, I guess stubborn nations, we were referred to as trees. Like, it was an easy analogy for people to get back in those days. So, and it still is for like philosophers to encode things. Everything's written in cryptography. It's all cryptography. You have to understand it forces you to dig and understand. You have to literally come to an understanding of the culture, the time period, the slang of the languages, what was going on politically as well as religiously, and what was going on, on a day-to-day basis for people at that time. You know what I mean? It forces us to have to go in some really deep study in order to find things out. That's why the Bible is written in such a way, because everything has so many meanings the way that they write it, because it's written in a way that it's subjective, that the reader has to view it from their own eyes, and they have to come to their own understanding of it, and what they understand of it is still the truth, 100%, fully, because that's what it says. It makes it true in black and white, both here and there. So, like, the Bible is an amazing, amazing thing. That's how we can read it a million times and get a million different revelations out of it. Well, I got this from it, but last time I read it, I got that from it. You know what I mean? But every time, like, we can read something and it means something totally different because it's subjective. There is an objective truth in there, yes, 100%. But it's all subjective, literally. Like, it's 100% subjective, but it's 100% objective. But the only objective truth of it is, the only meaning it has is the meaning we give it. That's what that means. The Bible only has the meaning that we give to it. The Quran only has the meaning that the people give to it. That we, the people, give to it. The Vedas only have the power that we give to them. You know what I mean? They only have the meanings that we give to them. The writings in stone in the pyramids, even, they only have the meaning that we give to them. We interpret them. We give them meaning. They have no other meaning. But, so, if you can see this clearly, okay, we got roots. Here, there we go. And this is my version of a messed up tree, I guess. But this is my version of a tree, because I'm totally not going to judge myself that way. Sneaky. I see you, Shadow. Alright, but so, we are here where the two worlds meet. We are likened unto trees. It's an easy analogy normally. So we have the land here. We have the heavens above that we grow out into. But we also have our roots in something, like soil. What is soil? Well, soil is raw material, right? So if our roots are in raw material, what is this raw material that our roots are in spiritually? Well, I don't know how to... I'd have to find proof, like some other written proof, but I don't know of any proof. I just have the... I don't know, man. I've totally... Oh no, I know in like past lives, we've all done this before. Like I see this, you've seen this, we've all seen this, we all know this. It's I don't know. I guess if you've gone through the dark night of the soul, you'll totally get what I'm talking about. Like you just have these knowings within you. I guess intuition. Women are more inept to it, but I guess men that were wounded masculine and driven into their feminine aspects, they totally develop a really good intuition as a byproduct. At least that was what happened in my case. And so I don't know, I'm a dude who's really in tap with intuition. Go figure. But so our roots grow downward into raw material. Well, raw material for the world is darkness. It's chaos. For the whole universe, raw material is chaos. It's darkness. It's the flip side of the script that we all hope for, to ascend from. You know what I mean? So if we're ascending from it, then we must be in it somehow. Well, normally it's about waist deep. So, levels differ, for, fragments of light, but as to which level we are submerged in it, as to whether we're ascending or descending, it's completely up to that soul individually, or at least that fragment of the soul. We're like, think of cycles within cycles, soul within a greater soul, within a greater soul, within an oversoul, within an oversoul. You know what I mean? So like all is soul, all is consciousness, all is mind, all is body, all is all. But think of like our cells make up a greater cell that makes up an organ, right? That the organ makes up, a space in the body too. So the organ has cells of its own that has cells of their own that has cells of their own, right? So like each in greater, like a dang Russian nesting doll, boom, boop, 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 that's us too. Like we're built in the same way, the soul to the oversoul, to the oversoul, to the subsoul, to the subsoul, to the subsoul. Each one within the other, and equal, and there's no one greater than the next, because all are just still one. You know what I mean, right? All is all. One is all is one. But what happens is our roots are in that darkness. And by experiencing this darkness, by being in this darkness, by having our roots submerged in this darkness, we take in this darkness and we transmute it into purified light through sweat, blood, and tears, through laughter, through joy, through ecstasy, all of it. It all happens here. And it gets transmuted and brought up into the light and mixed with the light. I wonder, how is it mixed with the light? I know it's brought into the light. And it's purified in the light. Because when things go up for photosynthesis, they get mixed with oxygen and they release carbon. Or they bring in carbon. They bring in the, I guess what's toxic to us, but they bring in stuff and they release, and they also, but the juices, everything gets mixed with photosynthesis, with the energy of the sun. And the impurities are, burned away. They're shed out through gaseous exchange, like oxygen and CO2, right? So they're released through these things called stomatas on the bottom of the leaves. So there's a gaseous exchange, which is a chemical exchange. It's transmutation on a cellular and a physical level within a plant. So, like, think of the darkness that we experience, the things we see and the things we hear, the things we take part in, even. Those things are all transmuted within us through the experience and through the understanding of the lesson of the why we wanted to experience it, why we did experience it, and what the why we should or should not be doing that anymore or again. You know what I mean? Like why we should do it again. What were the pros and cons from it, the understanding that we gained from it. I know not to do that again. This is what it got from that. Or, man, I'm doing that again. That was the best time of my life, and everybody got some from it. Or, it brought value. It brought value. It increased you, or in some way, or others in some way, or everyone in some way. You know what I mean? Like, that's the transmutation of taking, just one experience and transmuting it into another, something dull, but bringing people together and having the experience, the shared experience, makes it amazing, right? We all go to a party, we all have a good time, and then we all want to do it again, right? But if we go there and we have a bad time, then everybody goes, well, this is why we had a bad time and we're not doing this again, right? You know what I mean? So, like, we transmute that experience still. I hope everybody's following this. I know Neptune just moved direct, and, oh, man. I noticed that everybody started having a hard time explaining themselves again, including myself. And people started having a hard time understanding again. Like, I'd seen the thing switch over the week. I was like, man, what happened? And I found that Neptune went direct. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, so we transmute these experiences just like roots transmute soil, just like, so we're rooted in this darkness, and we take it in and we transmute it through experience, through the why we do it or why we shouldn't do it, and the understanding and the knowing why we shouldn't desire it, or the why we do desire it, why it's healthy, why it's unhealthy. You know what I mean? The why, the understanding of it, the divinity of it. To understand is divine, I believe. in my book, to understand the why of it all. That's what we're all searching for, is the why of all of it. Why? But to understand why is to transmute the energy from here in the light, to make that transmutation happen. The very action of that transmutation is the why. The epiphany moment. The light bulb. The aha, eureka moment. Eureka. I have a feeling that's a special word. I'm going to have to look it up. I bet that came from something very, very sacred. And today we just discount it as, aha, I got it. Johnson, I got it. But yeah, you know, this was totally, I know there was more that I journaled about this. And I'm just grateful to receive. Thank you. Thank you that such beautiful revelations come. Just wow. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Just wow, in the image and likeness both of our Creator. In both the likeness and the image. We look like our parents and we act like our parents. We are both spiritual and physical. We have physical parents and we have spiritual parents. And we look like them and we act like them. We are them. God bless you all. And may the resurrected Christ be made fully realized in you today. You guys have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of your week. And we're moving into December. So happy solar minimum to everybody coming up. And I'm just going to say happy holy days. Because, you know, this is a time when we, you know, celebrate each other and celebrate life and, you know, celebrate what we have and who we have and, you know, the value that they and we bring to this world. This is the time of year when we evaluate what we value and why we value it. So bless you all in this time, and you know, may everyone's eyes be open to the blessings that we all truly have already, that we're not lacking at all. By any means are we lacking. Not by any. And just pray that we all see that and just take a step back and stop running so fast for things that we don't even need, and a week from now we probably won't even want. God bless you all. Have a good one.